Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Gregory Martin, aka the Super Producer, and we're here back with another review. But before we get into the review, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It keeps you notified whenever I post a new video. And with that being said, let's just jump right into today's review. And today we're reviewing the Netflix series Kingdom. Where do I even begin with this particular series? This series was actually recommended to me by a friend of mine, and I must say he made a really great recommendation. This series is something that I've never seen before. So the series is about this crown prince in feudal Japan who is the heir to the throne once his father passes away. The son disagrees with the father in the way that the kingdom should be ran. And what makes things a little bit even more trickier is that the father has actually married a younger woman who is expecting a child. So right when you start the series, you see that there's this massive power struggle. The crown prince has tried to gather support in overthrowing the king, his own father, because there's a lot of different hands who don't want him to become the next crown prince. And the main conspirator in the whole plot to take the kingdom from him is, like, I guess the highest ranking member of their religious council. He has entrenched himself in this situation. He's the highest ranking member in this council, and then his daughter actually married the king. So the son that his daughter would have would become the heir, and his power would just So the crown prince, he doesn't want that to happen. But like I said before, the crown prince doesn't become the king unless his father passes away. However, it is suspected that his father is not in good health, but he is denied access to actually see his father, to see his well-being. And that throws a lot of red flags about why won't the queen let her brother, sorry, not her brother, but her stepson, see his father. And then come to find out, the king has died, and they've been keeping the king alive through this resurrection plant. This resurrection plant allows the dead to come back to life, zombies. And it is one of the wildest things on television that I've seen. The series is pretty much Walking Dead meets, named like a samurai movie, I guess, I don't know. This is a really interesting series about power, betrayal. There's a lot of different themes thrown together in this particular series that I really thought was really, really, really awesome. This is probably the best zombie series that I've seen outside of The Walking Dead. This series was really like a breath of fresh air to see how zombies would work in that time. It didn't feel contrived to me. They set up the narrative for this resurrection plant really well. They told you why, and it was really I mean, it sounds weird to say, but the series was really grounded. I could actually believe that. It wasn't one of these zombie films where you just didn't know. It was just like, okay, they're zombies and no one knows what happened. It was really good. It was really cool just to see this zombie series with this real life drama happening around it. It was just like a really good marriage of things. And what was also really great about it was the reveals. The reveals of the double crossers. They didn't reveal things too early. The High Council was against this high priest who had a direct line to the throne. You saw that they were against them, but they had to play their card. They had to play their hand correctly. You saw a lot of manipulation, a lot of chess being played. It was a really, 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 really good watch, especially if you're into zombie films, zombie series, or anything zombies, and then Japanese cinema. So the series is entirely in subtitles. So if you don't like subtitles, you should grow up. I don't get it. Power through the subtitles, get past it, because the series is really good. My only critique I would say, well, my only two critiques I would say about the series is, I think they played up the zombie stuff too much in certain episodes. Some episodes were, pretty much all about like the zombies raiding a city or a little small village. And I think some of those episodes could have been shortened and added more I guess, substance of what was going on outside of that particular thing. And then the other thing that I didn't really like was the ending of season 2. The ending of season 2 felt a little contrived. It felt like, what it felt like was like the storyline had kind of reached its end, and someone had to think of a way to extend it to possibly a 3rd season. It just felt very unnatural to me. So I think there should have been possibly 3 different outcomes to end the season. 1, the Crown Prince takes over and becomes the rightful king. The second one, the Crown Prince does relinquish his title and gives it to the young child who everyone thinks is the heir, and then the Crown Prince just disappears. Or 3, they keep it the way that they had it. The Crown Prince gives up the title as king. He goes on and tries to find a cure for the zombieism, and the filmmakers really go very hard at finding the cure. However, I just think the ending, the last like 10 to 15 minutes of that series was like kind of like an eye roll to me. I was like, oh, okay, so now we're gonna go through this whole entire thing again. It's kind of like The Walking Dead, they just recycle, they get through a storyline, but change the storyline very, very minimal. But it's basically, they're fighting zombies for another season, which I just feel is like, I mean, how many times can you watch the same thing over and over? So in that respect, they maybe could have just made this into a feature film, like a 2.5 hour feature film. I think that would have been much better. Who knows? I'm still interested in the series, and I'm definitely interested in seeing what they do for season 3 if they actually go forward. So I recommend seeing the series if you haven't seen it. I think in total, I want to say it's like 12 episodes. I want to say season 1 is like 4 or 5 episodes, and season 2 is 7 or 8, and the episodes range from like 35 minutes to 50 minutes. So I definitely think it's worth checking out if you are looking for something to watch during these times. With that being said, that is all I have for you guys today. Please, like I said in the beginning, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next one.